What's good, my peoples? This is a wake up call. This is a wake up call for everybody who's out there and not living his life the way he really wants to live. If you feel if you feel related to the type of information I'm about to give to you, then this is your wake up call. Because we all just wandering through life with our dreams, with our responsibilities, with our certain ambitions, our will. And we compare ourselves to others. I know when you were a kid, you just look up to people, right? When you were a kid, you get so easily inspired, and everything is so inspiring. You look up to grown-ups, and you want to be like them, and you want to grow up fast, and everything, right? But after a while, the motives change. After a while, you might have different motives, and you don't look up look up to the same people you were looking up to, because you have a different motive now, and you can see where you don't want to follow the same path like that person and want to take a different route. The motives change all the time, but it's good to have new motives. It's good to have new ideas, to have a new way of thinking, a smarter way of thinking, you know, to be revolutionary. That's what it's called, to break the cycle. And it takes courage, man. It really takes courage. I'm at a point in my life right now where I'm like, you know what? It's either I take a fucking risk or I'm gonna keep on circling in the same fucking environment, in the same cycle for another, I don't know how long, but that's not what we want. We we want we want better for our lives, right? You want better for yourself. And it's crazy that, like, when you look at how the universe works, and when you look at the people who make it, is always the people who have a strong will and who are very dedicated to something, right? But this is not a motivational speech I'm trying to give right now. I'm trying to reflect and give you insight. You know, we should all live our lives the way we want to. But the thing is, you get used to a certain pattern after a while. That's why when people retire and they finally get their retirement money and everything, they mostly die because they fallen out of rhythm. Life is the rhythm. You gotta have a certain rhythm. You gotta do. You gotta have your own rhythm, the way you do things. You know. And the thing is, if you remove time, because time puts a lot of pressure on people. Time puts so much pressure on people. When you remove time, it gives you space. It gives you time to think, and you can understand. Some people can soak up a ton of information in just one day and digest that, and then keep on moving. Some people need the same amount of for the same amount of information, they need about 5 to 10 years to digest that and understand it fully, while other people just need one day. But let's remove time, because time is just a perspective. So from your point of view, you might be thinking, wow, this person took 10 years to understand that. But at the same time, you're not you understood it in one day, but you're not better than that person. You're not higher up than that person. It's a different perspective. It's not about the time. It's about whether you're gonna flourish or not. Because once you're flourishing. There's no more turning back. You good. Each flower has its own time to blossom. So I just want to tell everybody who's watching this, don't let time pressure you, but stay dedicated. Stay dedicated and follow your dreams. Like just really do that shit. And but take the time. Don't get pressured by timing. Just stay in that lane and keep pursuing. Keep pursuing because you got a vision. You know what you want for yourself. It's all about taking the steps and not giving up because you might be coming to a point where you be like, man, you know what? I can't do this shit no more. I need to do different stuff to make money or blah blah blah. You can do that, but don't give up on what you really want because nobody wants to live for somebody else and go to work for somebody else their whole entire life and never accomplish anything for themselves and satisfy themselves with fulfilling some dreams they had since child or like nobody wants to live for somebody else. Individuality is the beauty of life because we get to express different colors and different views and different art and different that comes together as one because we all can then relate to that expression. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what it is, you don't have to be an artist. No matter what it is, do don't ever let those dreams, those fantasies, those ideas vanish. Pursue them. Bring new shit to the table because we just being pressured by time and money. Well, not even money, but by time because they tell you got to do that and such until that age, or you too old to do that, or you too young to do that, or whatever. But you can't really listen to nobody, and I know that sounds very harsh, and it sounds very hard to transmit that, to really do that because you're looking at the world and you be like, what are all these people going to think? What are all these people going to say? And what are all that shit is probably just dead noise. It's just fucking. It's not relevant because half of the people is already gonna admire you for your courage, and the other half is gonna either celebrate your shit. Some of them are gonna hate. It is what it is. But you made your life better, and you did what you did, and you left an impact. Leaving an impact is what we really should focus on, because that's all that's gonna stay once you die. Once you're dead, the only thing that's gonna be left is the impact. Which impact you had on other people, on their lives. Was it positive or was it negative? Is it going to live on for generations? Is it going to help somebody? Is it going to help other people? Is it going to inspire other people? Or is it going to like make people happy that you're finally gone so they can finally forget about the trauma? Like, what is your impact you're going to leave behind? What are you going to do? Focus on your legacy. Like, legacy is important. So many ups and downs in life. It's like, this shit is normal. You either go for that shit or you don't. fuck with me on the IG, man. I'm about to drop so much stuff next year. Like all I'm doing is preparing stuff and all that shit. Like I'm really gonna push this shit to perfection. Everything, whether it's the music, the clothes, whatever. I have a lot coming up, and I can't wait to share it with the world.